Hi everyone, I'll be explaining curried function in Swift. Curried function are very simple. Let's take for example this multiply function. It's simply multiplying two integers together and returns an integer. Now what about if we want to pass in this argument one by one? For example, we want to pass in A first, then pass in B, before we actually tell the function to execute. That is what curried function is all about. It allows you to pass in arguments one by one. So if I try to rewrite this function using a curried function, I simply tell it I will first of all accept the first argument, which is A, then I will accept the second argument, which is B, before you finally execute the body of the curried function. As you can see in this case, I first of all pass in the first argument, then I later pass in the second argument, which caused the body of the curried function to be executed. You see? So curried function allows you to pass in argument one at a time. One at a time. That's what it allows you to know. So instead of executing a function at once, you execute it a step at a time. First of all, pass in the first argument, then you pass in the second argument, then you pass in the third argument. I'm trying to think of a use case for curried function, but I can't really find one at the moment. So I will leave it to the viewers to find out use cases for curried function. I can't really think of one at the moment. Now, there's something interesting about curried function, instance method. Now, I was looking at other blogs on curried function, and I came upon this blog. It says curried function is simply, or instance methods are simply curried function that first of all passing the class instance. What do I mean? What is saying that this class method, is actually a curried function that first of all passing, the class instance before calling the instance method with the argument. So in this case, this is the same thing as this. It first of all passing in the instance as the argument, to the method, then calling that with the second argument, which is what is inside here. If it's a little bit confusing, it's not that complex. What this is simply doing is it's taking the instance of the class, pass it as the first argument, as the first argument of the method, then later calling it again with whatever argument you specify inside this place. And if you run it, you notice it's correct. That is what actually instance methods are doing. They are first of all passing an instance of a class, then calling it again with whatever you specify in this place. Well, it's not really important, but it's just like I just want you guys to know about that. If you want to know more, you can go to this blog and read it. Thank you.